Hey y'all, this is gonna be a soul flame, or what some say twin flame reading for elements. So the first element we're starting with is air. So that's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini, who are in soul flame unions or in separation. I'm gonna pull from the moon, Queen of the Moon Oracle first. And see what message is in there, what oracle message is in there. And then we'll just pick up some decks that I'm guided to use. Keep it simple. The twin flame journey seems to be complicated, so let's keep the reading simple. Nourishment. Some of y'all are malnourished in love. I am. The path as far as receiving it. I give it to myself, but from another human being, I see some malnourishment going on. The path. Hunger. Some of y'all are hungry for love. That's crazy. And it's nobody's fault. This is a societal issue. Everybody had a part to play in ignoring the lack of love in this world. It's crazy. Nourishment and hunger. This is a twin flame union. In separation and in union reading. Blossoming. Ooh, some of y'all have a faith. Y'all got to pull on your faith. 33. Balance. Yeah. A lot of imbalances. It's still come into balance because it's blossoming. 33 is Christ's number. This is for air signs. Next worm moon, faith. I might pull faith for earth signs for Virgo. Because the next worm moon is in Virgo. This month in March. I'm going to keep this for Virgo. Okay. $33, flower moon. When was the last flower moon? Let me look and see if I can find it. Yeah, maybe on my refrigerator. 5/26/21. 5/26/21 was the last flower moon in Sagittarius. So we're going to leave that for fire signs for Sagittarius. We're going to read the same one, maybe. Did you do any ritual work, air signs? Let's see. If so, whatever you did for that flower moon in Sagittarius is blossoming now. This is a whole nother year. So that was in May. You got June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It's like a baby, 9 months, 10 months. So some of y'all should be looking for the birth, the seeds you sown. Look for the manifestations of it. If you did any work on a flower moon, look for those manifestations. So the date that I said, go through your phone and see. Everything is spells, if you know what I mean. Go see what you were planting that day. You're going to see the same blossom in something else on a positive note. Okay, do not give up. You have a plan for this. Take no notice of what others think or say about you. Open and rise. Someone around you may be jealous of your success. Mark your victories. I joyfully blossom and I feel no fear. In the country in which I live, there really aren't a lot of meadows, that classic kind of gently rolling open space often between a forest or mountains. This kind of space whispers to you, here, rest a while. Lay down, my friend, it's soft. The first true meadow I saw was in Yosemite National Park in the United States. It was early spring. The snows had pretty much stopped and nature had taken her opportunity. In front of me, as far as I could see, was a green meadow of grasses covered in blossoming flowers. It was so beautiful it almost made me cry. I just stood there for a long while, taking it all in. It felt so hopeful and new and joyful. So I felt hopeful and renewed and joyful. I walked into the meadow and was soon surrounded by this blossoming. The flower fragrance drifted up with the breeze. There was a dusting of pollen on my clothes. I could hear the contented buzzing of a few insects. In that moment, I was so grateful to be a part of the meadow. Anything seemed possible here. There is a time to blossom. We plant seeds physically and metaphorically, so they will blossom into what we intend. Perhaps the journey has been a long and hard one, but we shouldn't give up, especially if we are close. Fear is usually the thing that prevents flow and blossoming. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change, fear of what people think. I could go on, but no, if we can release the useless fears and begin to enjoy our growth and eventual blossoming, it will all be worthwhile. Ruby. Some of y'all may want to get ruby. A ruby crystal, a ruby stone, ruby earrings. Even if it's kind of like cubic zirconium ruby, it's still good. Ruby keeps coming up. I can't even remember whose reading it came up in before. Oh well, blossoming, guys. So remember the date I said, and it was in Sagittarius. So y'all may want to view, if y'all with a fire sign, twin flame, you may want to view, the fire element reading for twin flames. This is air. I have to keep repeating stuff because I'll forget. I have to earmark stuff when I'm channeling and then let it all come together at the end. It's just the way that I read. It's like a dream weaver for real. Some of y'all are dealing with a fire sign because King of Wands popped his head out looking all thirsty and hungry, Star energy, Aquarius. Page of Wands, Death and Rebirth, Five of Pentacles. Don't tell me some of y'all in the house feeling like that. Y'all about to have a blossoming. That's how really people be looking at the end of a pregnancy about like this. Just ready to have the baby already. It's going to be a blossoming. Some of y'all feel left out in the cold by love. The essence of love, you just feel like it always misses you. Even if you're in a union, but especially if you're in separation. And especially if you're in separation and both parties are with somebody else. Or one party is with somebody else and you're just kind of in waiting, limbo. You feel let down by love. That's what I feel. But you're about to give birth to something. It could be real love. So some of y'all in separation will be making union, however y'all make it. There goes the horn. Yeah, y'all feel let down. But y'all about to have a blossoming. I'm trying to tell y'all. Six of Swords. Moving towards something better than that. After you had a baby, then you feel so much better. You get your taste buds back. Some of your body back. Some of y'all may be healing or blossoming after a twin flame experience that kind of ripped you to shreds. They tend to do that. Ace of Cups. It's growth. Growth be needed. Be some soul shaking stuff happening. Not talking about somebody abusing you, no. I'm talking about soul shaking shit that has to happen in order for you to be in a union of such great magnitude. There's a Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all gonna come in a union. It's gonna be justice. Y'all gonna get married and everything. I know it seems far off for those that's been waiting. 2 years is too long to me. So I can't imagine if you've been waiting for 7 or 6, some of y'all. 40 or some of y'all. This is a long time to be sitting around waiting. I'm just telling you the truth. Whether you're in love or not. Let's see. Let's do the centimeter and do sex magic's hero. Yeah, some of y'all sick of being out of union. Aquarius, if you're an Aquarius, some of y'all out of union. With separation, you're just tired of it. Yeah. Some of y'all at the threshold, but y'all about to give birth to something. Some of y'all about to give literal birth to. A breakthrough is going to happen. And next month, this month or next month. So look out for it, March or April. Especially if you did any ritual work or you were positive on the day of the flower moon. Look in your camera roll. I said the date, I don't remember it. It was May something, but I gave it to you guys. I think May 21st. I'll look again. Because I know somebody said, what date? Knight of Cups. Some of y'all dealing with a water sign energy, so you may want to watch the water sign readings, air signs, or cross watchers. Is that you? Temperance. You gotta be patient. More patience is required. I mean, just think about having a baby. You can't come to the come. Especially if you don't want a cesarean section. No, not May 21st. May 26th. May 26th was the flower moon. May 26, 2021. Y'all create how to find alchemy. Some of y'all may end up pregnant because y'all got so many cups and so many things that you want to do with this person. Some of y'all dealing with the King of Pentacles. You've been worrying or feeling all discombobulated and disconnected from this energy. But this energy been focusing on their money. And a 10 of Cups, honestly. 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, yeah. Some of y'all planted something during this flower moon. Sagittarius, whether you know it or not, you gotta get on a, some of y'all wrote something on that day. Some of y'all may have wrote in a journal on that day or that night. Whether you knew it was a flower moon or not, look into it. Yeah, some of y'all wrote a lot. Yeah, this person isn't really in the same mind frame as you. You're going to feel their energy because they want this 10 of Cups with you. And this is for those that's in separation. But they so focused on their money that they're not in the same mindset as you. You doing your thing too, but you just miss this energy. You want to be in union. They do too, but they're not focused on it as much as you may be. But you still feel their energy. They focus on their money. Clearly, they think money is important to have if you want to come in the union with somebody. 6 of Swords, Spirit. Yeah, Emperor. Some of y'all are so heavily protected. Air sign energies. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. Y'all worrying about stuff that y'all really shouldn't worry about because y'all ancestors got it. And y'all really did water some halified seeds, plant some seeds, water some seeds. Some of y'all gonna end up pregnant. About a Knight of Pentacles or a King of Pentacles energy. Yeah, it's like the bead building. Y'all know that? I just posted that Beyonce where she said, give me some. And then everybody dropped to the ground like that. That's how it's gonna be. That's why somebody gonna get hit. Y'all gonna end up pregnant. Yeah. Y'all don't see it yet, but something's gonna happen. Y'all, this is a death do you part type of situation. Queen of Swords. Y'all gonna be feeling foxy like this, and then next thing you know, you're gonna be in the 5 of Pentacles energy so much you feel left out in the cold because your emotions all over the place because you're pregnant. I'm just telling y'all. This person went from the King of Pentacles all the way to the Emperor. Some of y'all may be dealing with an Aries energy, but y'all definitely creating alchemy because the Emperor stands for Aries. That come right up under the Ace of Cups. Anytime fire and water is involved, it's hella alchemy and it's hella babies being made. Okay. Just trying to tell y'all, be careful. Six of Swords is movement. That could be sperm moving. Y'all know how many sperms move. One gets there, sometimes two, sometimes three. And so on and so forth. However, be mindful of pregnancy because I keep talking about it. This person is really not studying that you're frustrated that they're not there because they have a plan. You don't know their plan, but they do have one. And their plan is to have some money before they come talking about being in union. And then some of them are stuck in unions that they don't want to be in, but I mean, they working their way out of it and they learn wisdom from it, what they don't want to do the next time around. Things just got to work out. Some of them may be dealing with some crazies. We'll see in a minute, won't we? Air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, twin flame unions. Those in union and those that are in separation. Some of y'all may have a twin flame or soul flame, like I call it on this channel, soul flames. Some people just spark your soul, you know, just ignite your soul. You can't explain it. That's why I call them soul flames. Yeah, this person may be working a lot and you sitting at home and you sitting up sad, but because you want them to be at home with you, but they gotta go to work. That's all they saying. They got a legacy to build. They standing on the backs of many people. That's how they see it. This is somebody sees it. They're standing on the back of many of their dead homies, dead parents, dead grandparents, whatever you want to call it. They're no longer here. They're among us, trust and know that. But as far as ethereal, they're ethereal. However, metaphorically, they're saying that they standing on the backs of all of these people, so they got to get to work. They got to build. You know, they coming home. And they need the love shown to them when they come home as the emperor. Because they've been getting their bread up. They really have. I don't know what these people doing. Look, someone don't come talking to me, asking me. You sitting there pregnant. Talk about you feeling alone in the Five of Pentacles. But you in union with your partner. That's the emperor energy. He going after the bag. He gonna see you when he see you. You know what he's doing. But he's very, very, I'm saying he's very, very adamant about upholding the legacy of these people. Whether they were friends, family, whatever the case may be. The man got vision. This is for somebody that's in union. You feel like they travel too much, or they work too much, they don't have no time for you. This is how you sitting here, so you gotta find something to do. Because they're not studying you in that way. They're doing it for you, but they're not studying you where they can. You would be considered a distraction. That's for some people in separation too. And they dealing with some hot packages, some hot tamales, some hot whatever you want to call it, hot 9-6, you know, whatever. They could have children with this kind of energy that's very demanding, that's very chaotic, I'm hearing, that may be very argumentative, controlling, want things their way. That's for some people that are in separation. Like I said, some people are in a union with someone else. They could be married to this type of energy. That don't want them to leave. That want the benefits of the vision that they have. Not understanding that they're going to be a part of the vision anyway if they have children. But this society has shaped us to think so weird. So you end up with just a whole bunch of people calling them karmics. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to move on. Kind of stay stuck to the past. Yeah. Deep-rooted love. This says to me too, y'all can't get away from each other because y'all been together many, 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 many lifetimes. I'm talking, y'all, for real. whoever y'all got on your mind, or whoever cross-watching for somebody that's an air sign, or if y'all both an air sign, whatever the case may be, I'm just telling you, you and this energy have been together so many lifetimes. So it's almost like they can move on and you can move on, but the people that y'all are with would notice you're not 100% there. You know, when they say, okay, you're moving on to a soulmate is just a soulmate. You know, it's a deep bond. It's somewhat complimentary, you know, but it's not the person that ignites your soul. When you go with someone like that, they feel that you're not 100% there. They do. They just do. They're not stupid. Because you end up in this energy. And the person that you say is a soulmate, that you know, I'm not going to do this twin flame journey, I'm just going to, okay, that's fine. However, they can have a bunch of money. It wouldn't matter to you. It's just something feels incomplete. And some people go to their graves that way, you know, with their soulmate, come to the realization that they're not going to make union this time with the soul flame, but they're always there. Energy's always there. Because you can't get away from it. You try, some of y'all have tried that are in separation, you have tried to get away from this energy, but it's like many fucking lifetimes kind of in you, you know? They're in you. They're in your DNA, in your genetic coding. Could have had children with them in past lives. Something. If you don't have children with them in this life, yeah, they're in your genetic coding. Yeah, they sick of this energy. This. What's what Spirit's saying? This energy, this Tyrannosaurus Rex looking thing, is how this person acts. This fire sign energy, and this is on a 10 of swords. So yeah, they tired. They're really tired of this energy. So, you know, it's a waiting game. Either way, you always gonna feel them. You always gonna feel this person. It really doesn't even matter. Even if you move on, but the person that you were with is going to know, you know, you fell in love with a man. You fell in love with a woman. It's kind of irreplaceable. It takes a level of maturity to respect that, you know? And to love you anyway. So kudos to the soulmates out there. Sex Magic Tarot, I don't give it up. So we can get out of here. Go for a walk to relieve stress, Divine Feminine. Time to marry, Divine Masculine. Because somebody got you like this. Now some of y'all in separation and this person with somebody like this. And they can't get you off of their mind because they think you somewhere hugging up and kissing up on somebody else that you talking about just a soulmate. If it's like that, and you're not with anybody, but they're conjuring up in their mind that you are, and you're sitting there like this, and they're sitting there going crazy, trying to do flower moon rituals and shit, then guess what? Yeah, it's time to marry. Shit. Those are the men that be sitting there crying at the end of the aisle. Because they realize they almost lost something valuable. That's what that should be about. Yeah, so they got to deal with that. And they got to deal with crazy energy. I don't even know if I cut these, but I'm going to cut these again if I didn't. Clear your space. There's a Taurus involved. Aquarius, there may be a Taurus involved in your story. Go for a walk to relieve stress. Yeah, it's time to marry. It is. Ace of Chalices. Y'all got 2 Ace of Cups pop up. 6 of Wands. This person is intrigued by you. They're enamored by you. You know that. That's why you're sitting here half bored out of your mind. Those that are in union and those that are in separation. You was ready to be with your person. That's it. That's not what you're talking about. Now the child says, yeah. There's a lot going on. If you in separation from somebody and they're married or they're in a union and everybody knows that they don't want to be there, it's just like a elephant in the room type of situation. They're going through a lot with this energy. They trying. They really are. They're trying to be mature about the situation, but it's not easy. You got to figure, if it's a masculine energy that's in separation from a divine femme, and he's with someone, either married or a long-term commitment with someone, he's dealing with having to get all the money because he got a mission to fulfill, and he's going to fulfill it. This energy. He's dealing with a somewhat difficult wife or child's mother or somebody he was just in a long-standing commitment with. He got to make sure that energy is okay, because that's just the type of person that this energy is. It's a 9 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? They just want them to be okay when it does end. They don't want them all frazzled. Especially if they got children with this energy, they're going to kind of need to be tight, grounded, and not crazy if they're helping to raise a child. So imagine that. And some of y'all may have children too, but your household is way more stable and you got less shit on your back. You know, so just take that into consideration. Who's the air sign in these? You have to put yourself in a storyline the way that you know that it is. Some of y'all are dealing with an Aries and some of y'all are dealing with earth sign energies. Some of y'all dealing with water sign energies too. So it's almost everything on the board if you're air sign. I'm not picking up that you're with an air sign, but you may be because Aquarius keeps coming up. So these will be for you anyway, so guessing. Pisces, some of y'all may be dealing with a Pisces, water sign, or a Capricorn, earth sign. If you just have air in like a important placement, they say important placements. Important placements to me are moon, sun, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Pluto. All of them to me are important. It's just something that's standing out that can give you a better understanding of someone, and that's usually the sun, moon, or the rising, and in matters of love, Venus. So, some of y'all dealing with Capricorn. And you may be a Capricorn that has earth in your rising, or earth in your moon sign. Just depends, you know yourself. Yeah, some of these, they don't want you to talk. They want you to release the past. So I'm telling you now, if you're in separation, this person may have to come and go like a chameleon, and it's going to take a lot. You're going to have so much faith, divine femme, for whoever this is for, because they're not going to be able to come in and give you the totality of what you want just yet, but you will have them there. But they don't want to talk about the past. If anything ratchet happened, like I said, the elephant in the room, everybody knows that they don't want to be there type of situation. It may spill over to social media. Whatever the case may be, they don't want to talk about that. And they have that right. You also have the right to say, well, I don't want to be with you if you don't want to talk about it. Some people may take it there. Then some people may say, okay, if you don't want to talk about it, I really don't either. It's over with. Let's move on. Let's release the past, okay? Because he's clearly shutting her mouth. And she's protecting his private part. So that says to me that she's asking him to be, to not bring any infidelity into the union, which was probably asked from the jump street. Lies were told, fear-based bullshit. Y'all know how it go. But if the love has endured and you're willing to accept this person back, then just know they're not going to want to talk about the past. And they're not going to be able to stay, but they don't want to look like a devil either, where they're just there for sex, because that's not the case either. I mean, they're human and so are you, but they're not going to be able to stay because they're building something. And they have a lot of shit going on. And it's going to get to the point where you're going to understand it, and y'all going to find a rhythm, and it's going to be harmonious, and it's going to be balanced, and you're going to start venturing off and doing your thing, and then it's going to be a natural merging where you get to spend more time together, and it's more normalcy. You know, it's not over the damn place. Or looking like this and being perceived like that. Or if they come back and they have sex, just say y'all have sex, they come back, y'all have sex, and then they leave again for another month. That, in that month span, you're going to have a high level of faith. And because you're going to have anxiety because you're being in separation. You don't know. They're ghosting you. What if they don't text, talk, do nothing for a whole month? But then all of a sudden they come back. That's something you got to wrestle with within yourself. Growth, really. All right, this has been the Air Signs Twin Flame Union. I pray this helps somebody. It's my first time really doing Twin Flame Union and concentrating on it. I dibble and dabble. This was cool. I'll do more of these. Okay. Love and light.